Why do women need love? That question has been sung in songs, whispered in novels, debated in cafes, and laughed off in jokes.
Me too.
But the truth of it runs deeper than culture, deeper than feelings, deeper than time itself. Women need love because they were designed by the Creator to thrive on it. Love is not an accessory in their lives. It is their environment. Take a fish out of water and it will suffocate. Take love away from a woman and you will slowly watch her soul suffocate. She may continue to live, she may continue to work, she may even continue to smile. But deep within her is a silent cry for what she was built to receive: love. Love is not optional. Love is oxygen. And when we misunderstand this, entire société suffit, when I say women need love, I am not speaking of empty flattery or superficial attention. I'm not talking about flowers on holidays without faithfulness on ordinary days. I am speaking of the kind of love that sees, protects, nourishes, and affirms. The kind of love that is a covering, a refuge, a strength, the kind of love that brings out her best and silences her fears. That is what a woman was designed for. And that is why without love, she becomes incomplete. Consider a woman in her home. She has worked tirelessly in her job, battled invisible wars in her mind, carried responsibilities no one notices. And then she enters an environment where love is present, where she is not questioned for her worth, but affirmed in it, where she is not competing to be noticed, but already honored for being in that moment. Her soul exhales, her shoulders relax. She feels safe enough to be vulnerable, to share her fears, to laugh freely, to dream boldly. Love transforms her environment. And when her environment is transformed, she transforms everything she touches. Now consider the modern pressures on women. The world says, be strong, be independent, never show weakness. Society admires women who can balance career, family, community, and appearance all at once. Yet behind the applause, many women are exhausted. They are overextended, overburdened, and overlooked. They give to everyone, but are poured into by no one. And beneath the mask of resilience, they still long for love. Not because they are fragile, but because they are designed. Strength does not cancel love. Independence does not replace love. Success does not eliminate love. The greater a woman's responsibilities, the deeper her need to know she is loved unconditionally. Love is her fuel. Without it, she burns out. With it, she rises. Without it, she questions herself. With it, she believes in herself. Without it, she may harden to survive. With it, she softens to thrive. This is why the scripture commands men to love their wives. Notice it does not say, command your wives or control your wives. It says, love your wives. Because a woman responds to love, love unlocks her nature. When she is loved, she respects. When she is loved, she honors. When she is loved, she follows. Love is the language her heart understands. And when it is missing, she shuts down. When it is present, she blossoms. But let us not mistake love for lust. Lust takes, love gives. Lust uses. Love serves. Lust sees a body. Love sees a destiny. Lust consumes for the moment. Love invests for eternity. Many women have been deceived into thinking lust is love. Sweet words, physical attention, expensive gifts but without commitment, without sacrifice, without faithfulness. It is not love, it is imitation. And imitation, love always leaves behind real scars. So what does true love look like for a woman? It looks like presence. A man who shows up consistently, it looks like protection. A man who guards her heart, her dignity, her dreams, it looks like provision, not only of finances, but of security and stability. It looks like partnership, where her voice matters, her gifts are respected, and her potential is supported. It looks like patience, where mistakes are not used as weapons, but as opportunities for growth. And above all, love is sacrifice. Love costs. Love gives. Love lays down pride, ego, and selfishness. Love listens when it is easier to ignore. Love forgives when it is easier to resent. Love endures when it is easier to abandon. This is why love is not for the weak. It takes strength to love a woman well. It takes vision. It takes discipline. It takes humility. Let us pause and imagine the consequences of a lack of love. A woman unloved becomes insecure, uncertain, unstable. She begins to question her value. She begins to doubt her worth. She may still function, but she will function with wounds. Those wounds show up in her words, in her parenting, in her choices. Children raised by an unloved woman absorb that emptiness. Communities shaped by unloved women inherit that instability. Nations led without honoring women with love collapse under the weight of broken families. Now imagine the opposite. A woman loved becomes confident, courageous, and creative. She raises children who are secure. She contributes to her community with wisdom. She partners in her marriage with strength. She inspires everyone she meets. And the ripple effect of one woman loved is immeasurable. That is why the true wealth of a nation is measured not by its economy, but by the love its women receive. The problem of our generation is that we confuse substitutes for love. Some think money replaces love. Others think compliments replace love. Others think sex replaces love. But none of these can fill the void. A woman does not only want a house, she wants a home. She does not only want security, she wants intimacy. She does not only want gifts, she wants commitment. She does not only want words, she wants actions. Love is proven not in grand gestures, but in daily faithfulness. This is why fathers must love their daughters. When a daughter grows up without love, she spends adulthood searching for it in unhealthy places. But when she grows up knowing she is loved, she carries dignity that no counterfeit can steal. This is why brothers must love their sisters. When a girl learns respect from a brother, she knows how to recognize honor in a partner. This is why sons must love their mothers. When a mother is loved, she ages with dignity and gives wisdom with joy. This is why communities must love their widows and elders. When women are loved at every stage of life, society becomes whole. And I must say this to every woman: do not settle for less than love. Do not confuse flattery for love. Do not settle for attention when you deserve affection. Do not accept gifts in place of commitment. Do not reduce yourself to someone's convenience when you were designed to be someone's covenant. You are worthy of love, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You were created in the image of God, and love is your birthright. Now let me address the modern challenges: burnout, anxiety, uncertainty. Women today are carrying more than ever careers, children, finances, education, relationships. The load is heavy. Without love, that weight becomes unbearable. Women are collapsing under invisible burdens because they are starved of love. But when love enters, even the same burdens feel lighter. Because love shares the load, love reminds her she is not alone. Love says, we are in this together. And those words give her the strength to rise again tomorrow. The future belongs to the society that chooses to love its women, not exploit them, not reduce them, not silence them. Love them, because loved women create whole children. Whole children create whole families, and whole families create strong nations. The chain always begins with love. So what must men do? Men must rise to the responsibility of love. Rise above selfishness, above pride, above passivity. Love is not passive. Love pursues. Love initiates. Love takes responsibility. To every man listening, your strength is not measured by how many women you conquer, but by how well you love the one entrusted to you. Your legacy is not in your bank account, but in the wholeness of the woman you cherish. To every woman listening, your beauty is not measured by the world's impossible standards, but by the love that sustains your soul. Do not let a loveless environment convince you that you are less. You are worthy of love because God Himself loved you first. You are not asking for too much when you ask for love. You are asking for what you were designed for. And let me end with vision. Picture a future where every woman is loved with faithfulness, cherished with honor, covered with protection, and uplifted with encouragement. Picture the laughter in homes, the stability in children, the peace in marriages, the strength in communities. That future is possible, but it begins with love. This is why women need love, because love is the seed of security, the soil of identity, and the water of destiny. Without it, women survive. With it, they thrive. Without it, families fracture. With it, families flourish. Without it, nations collapse. With it, nations are built. Love is not optional. Love is essential. Love is not weakness. Love is power. That is why women need love, because love is the very atmosphere in which they become who they were created to be.